Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Monster Solara. Now this is a solar powered, weatherproof Bluetooth speaker. Now you can buy this from Amazon. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price, $250. Now on the side note, shout out to everybody who watched my videos. You've seen the Monster Glow speakers, the Tower of Music, the Rock and Roller 3 and the Rock and Roller Pro. Monster makes great speakers. Now the Glow speakers are my favorite because of the LEDs, but these also have LEDs, so let's check these out. All right, $250, Monster Solara. Now it says outdoor wireless solar powered speaker, but obviously you can use this indoors because that's what I'm gonna do right now. Now this is solar powered, so you can charge this up using direct sunlight. It features Easy Play technology, which means you can connect up to 8 speakers together. Now you can connect 2 of these. If you got the Monster Glow speakers, you can connect 2 of these with the Glow speakers and the Tower of Musics, up to 8 speakers together. Now these feature ambient lighting. Shout out to RGB Life. 20 watts of total power. You get your light timer. I'll show you how that works in a second. All right, let's see anything else. Solar power panel. That's the panel on the top. You got your 360-degree ambient light. Now this is going to be one of the dopest features of the speaker. I can't wait to demo this. You got 360-degree sound, so whatever way the speaker's facing, you're going to hear the music crystal clear. Connect up to 8 speakers. All right, so that's pretty much it. Shout out to White Shoes up in the cut. Let me grab a little unboxing knife. Got the Huntsman on deck. Here we go. Rah. One more. Rah. Okay. Got a little struggles. Rah. Don't get scared, Zerks. Rah. All right, so let's see what you get inside the box. File that to the side. Now here's your speaker. Get your usual books and shit. Pluck them, file them to the side. Quick start guide. Now this is more my speed. Little quick start guide. You get your AC power plug. Let's see the connection on this. All right, AC power plug. And you get your 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable for your non-Bluetooth devices. That's pretty much it. Now let's take a look at the speaker. Now about the same height as the Glow speakers. Definitely a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, giggity, and a little bit more heavy. Now this is going to be the front of the speaker. So you got your Monster branding right here. This is your LED lights, all right, ambient lighting. On the top, this is your solar power panel. Now let's go through the sides real quick. On one side, you got nothing. On the back. Now let's go through the buttons real quick. This is your standby button. So once you have the speaker powered up, you don't have to keep turning it on and off using the actual on and off button. You can just use the standby button and put it into sleep mode. Now this is your lights button. All right, so now if you hit this, I'll demo all this stuff in real time, but you can change the intensity of the light. You got 5 settings. So from dim all the way to super bright. And you can also hold down this button and change the timer. So if you notice, you got 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and 8 hours. Now that's one of my favorite features of the Glow speakers. I'll leave it on the 8-hour timer. Now I got the Glow speakers inside my house, in one of my game rooms and in my bedroom. So around 10 o'clock, I just turn the speakers on, have all the lights on, have the timer set to 8 hours, and then they'll automatically turn off at sunrise. Now you got your color button. This is how you're going to change through all of your different colors. We'll go through that in a second. If you hold down the color button, that's how you're going to check your battery level. You got 4 LED indicators. So you got red for low power, 1, 2, and 3, all green. Now you got your little flap because this is water resistant. Now it's splash proof. You can't submerge it. Let's pop this open real quick. Rah. You can't submerge this, all right? So you can leave it outside. It could get wet, get rained on all day. Just don't throw it in the pool. Once you open up that flap, here's your 3.5 millimeter auxiliary in. There's your USB charge. Now you can also charge your phone, your camera, your gadgets using the internal power bank. So that's your USB charge out, and that's your input plug. Plug input. Input plug or plug input, whatever way you want to say it. Now on the other side, here's your on and off button. All right, so that's how you're going to power the speaker on and off. There's your source button. That's how you're going to switch between auxiliary and Bluetooth. There's your Bluetooth pairing button. Now here's your Easy Play button. We'll go through the setup in a minute. This is how you connect multiple speakers together. play and pause, volume up and down. Back to the front, nice monster branding, not OD, no colors on this at all. Real simple. On the bottom, you got some rubber stoppers. That's going to keep it in place. And I don't know if y'all can see under this, but you can see a big subwoofer underneath the speaker. So this speaker should have a lot of bass. Now you got your handles on the top. All right, so this is how you carry. You can carry with one hand or two hands if you don't work out. All right, do you even lift, bro? All right, so let's pause the video. I'll connect this. I'll switch the camera angle and we'll do a little sound test. Then we'll connect two of these together and see how they sound. Then I'll take it up in my game room and we'll connect these to the glow speakers and just go crazy. All right, talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now let's power this up and check out some of the features. Now, on a side note, I just paired this up to my iPhone. So let's find out if once we turn the speaker off and turn it back on, will it automatically connect to the last device? So let's hit the power button.
Bluetooth.
Okay, so you got voice prompts.
Bluetooth connected.
So it just paired back up to my iPhone. So what that means is whatever device you got the speaker connected to, once you turn it off and turn it back on, it's automatically going to connect back to that device. Now here's another new feature I forgot to mention. You got the Monster Zone app. Now from this app, you can use the Easy Play technology to wirelessly connect up to 8 speakers together without pressing the Easy Play button on the speakers. Now, the best part about this app is you can also change the colors of the LEDs directly from your phone. Now, shout out to everybody that remembers my trip to CES. I told y'all they had 8 glow speakers on the wall and the guy was changing the LEDs from the phone. Well, that app wasn't available yet, but it's available now. Now, that's going to come in handy if you like me and you got your glow speakers hanging on the wall. Now, instead of climbing up chairs to change the colors of the LEDs, do it directly from the phone. All right, so let's go through some of the buttons again real quick. Here's your on and off. This is your source button. That's how you're going to change between Bluetooth and auxiliary. There's your manual Bluetooth button. That's how you're going to pair up your phone. Here's your Easy Play button. So if you got Easy Play compatible speakers like the Tower of Music, maybe you got the glow speakers, you're going to use that Easy Play button to wirelessly connect them or do it from the app. Here's your play and pause button, and you got volume up and down. All right, so let's take it to the other side real quick. Now here's your standby button. So now if you want to sleep the speaker without turning it off, just hit the standby button. Now when you want to turn it back on, hit the standby button again. Now here's your lights button. Now this is how you're going to change the intensity of that actual color. So there you got off, that's dim, a little bit brighter, a little bit brighter, a little bit brighter, and max brightness. Now if you hold down this brightness button, you see you got the little clock right there. That's how you're going to change your timer. All right, so the stock setting is 2 hours. So that means if I leave this speaker on the table like this with the light on, in 2 hours, it's automatically going to turn off. Now, if I want to change that to 4 hours, just hold down this button. Now you see the green light is on 4. We can change it to 6. And I'll leave it on my personal favorite, which is 8. Now, next you have your color button. This is how you're going to change the different colors. So you got blue, green, purple, lime green, turquoise blue, white. Now this white is super bright. I'll dim the light so you can get a better idea for yourself. And here's your rave setting, which is just going to cycle through all of the different colors. This is the one I use the most. Now, if you hold down the color button, this is how you're going to check your battery level. So you see all the LEDs just lit up. That means I got a full battery. Now, underneath the flap, there's your auxiliary in for your non-Bluetooth devices. Here's your USB out. So let's make sure we can charge up a phone with this. So I got an iPhone cable, got an iPhone. Let's plug this in. Charging up. So you got a working power bank on deck. Let's get rid of that. And there's your input. That's how you're going to plug it in and charge up the actual speaker. All right, so let's grab some music and do a little sound test and put this to the test. All right, so I dimmed the lights a little bit so you could get a better idea of the speaker lights. Now let's take it to some music. Max volume. it up. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a major go. Now, y'all know how I feel about RGB lights. This speaker sounds great. Now, if you ever heard monster speakers before, you know what to expect. A lot of bass, a lot of highs, a lot of mids, and this one sounds crystal clear. Now, I had it on max volume. This is not digitally produced music, so non-copyright music is going to sound a little bit louder and a little bit more clear, but you get the idea. This is a go. Now let's connect two of these together and see how that sounds. Okay, so I just used the app to pair up both of the speakers, and I gotta tell y'all, that's a lot easier than using the Easy Play button. Now here's the best feature about the app. Now I can change the colors directly from the phone. That's hot, and I can also put it into rave mode. Alright, so let's take it to the music. Max volume. so you heard it for yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, these are a major go. Now the sound quality is good. These get nice and loud, and they got a lot of bass. Now you can connect up to 8 speakers together, so that means you can mix and match. So you can have 4 of these, 2 Monster Tower Musics, and 2 Glow speakers, or however you want to do it. Now these are weatherproof, so you can leave these outside, and the good thing about that is you could charge these up using the solar panels. Now, of course, the solar power charging is going to be a lot slower, so if you're having a party or a barbecue that same night, just bring these in the house and charge them up. Now, these are monster speakers, so you already know the build quality. These are going to last forever. You got the RGB lights. That's one of my favorite features. And the icing on the cake is the app. Now, being able to change the RGB lights from the app, that's a major win. Now, the only downside to these would be the price. I wish these went for about maybe $150 to $200, because trust me, once you get your hands on these, you're going to want to have 8 of them, like I'm about to have on deck right now. So I'll take these upstairs. I'll give y'all some bonus footage after the video, and you can see how they look in conjunction with the Glow speakers. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Foxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I'll see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, one to beam up. Energize.
Solar Universe.